Hi, hello, welcome. And if you're new here, my name is Alyssa. Really, you could be watching any video right now, but here you are spending time with me, and for that, I'm grateful. Today, we're just going to do a rapid fire 25 things to get to know me. I know that as a YouTuber, when I go onto other people's channels, I always like to find their about me video or anything facts related about them because I want to get to know them as a person when I'm watching their content. I also think it's really important for us to create a community on here, and that really is my goal. And so I feel like to be able to do that, we got to start with the get to know me. So here we go. All right. So my name is Alyssa. I live in Southeast Nebraska. I was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, but we only lived there for about 3 years before my mom moved us here. I've only met my dad twice in my entire life, and he unfortunately passed away when I was 20 years old. We have 4 kids and we are a blended family. If anybody else is a blended family, please put that in the comments so we can kind of come together on that front. My partner and I have been together for 8 years this month here in October, actually, and it has been wonderful. We have a beautiful life with beautiful children that we cherish so much. I am 32 years old. And also, I know this might sound kind of odd because here I am on YouTube, but I am a very, very socially awkward person. Like in person, face to face, I do not do well. I have a lot of anxiety and I am just the most socially awkward person you'll probably meet in your life. But I can talk to a camera. So here we are. Social media has always helped me connect with people and have conversations with people that, like I said, I would not be able to have in person. So I love social media for that aspect. And I think a lot of people on social media can relate to me if you have a channel or if you have a page that you talk to people and that you come across as very well spoken and outgoing. A lot of us behind the scenes are actually very introverted, very shy people, and I'm one of them. Okay, so some things I love. I love gardening. I love house plants. I love just growing things. I love growing my plants from seeds, and I will be documenting that on this channel here in the wintertime. I love to show about my garden. I talk a lot about my indoor plants and house plant care and things like that here on this channel. I am also on a health and wellness journey. It has been a long journey with not a lot of progress, but I'm still moving forward with it and persevering, and I still work towards it every single day. I do have a video about my weight loss channel that you can find on my page if you would like. So, for work, I work in property management. My best friend actually owns a rental company, and I work right alongside her. It's her and I managing the entire business, and I love it. That's what I do for my day job, Monday through Friday. So, I deal with tenants, I deal with renovations, I am the maintenance manager. So, I'm the one who gets things scheduled to get fixed and get contractors out and things like that. I also help oversee renovation projects that we have. And I'm also a little bit in the mix of the buying and the selling of properties when it comes time. So I do have a bachelor's degree. It has nothing to do with what I do today as my job, but I do have a bachelor's degree from the University of Nebraska in psychology and a minor in child, youth, and family studies. My original goal with that, which I did do for a little bit out of college, was to work with families and families that are just really struggling and needing help, and their kids might be in the juvenile justice system. Right out of college, I did do that work for 3 years. I loved every bit of it. And then the company that I was working for unfortunately decided to get rid of the program that I was in. And that was very sad and disheartening. But I decided that nothing else, no other position within that company was really right for me. And so I decided to pivot at that time. I still do have goals of getting back into the helping people field and working with juveniles that are kind of troubled and things like that. I actually have a past of that myself. And me working in that field kind of really makes me feel very like everything just really came full circle. So I do hope to get back into that someday. Another thing about me is that I hate cooking. Absolutely hate cooking. Dinner is my least favorite time of the day every single day. I hate the planning, the grocery shopping. I hate the actual cooking. Oh, it's a struggle for me every single day. But I do enjoy baking. I love to bake bread. And I do it quite often, and I also like to bake pies. One of my big goals, and actually one of the main reasons why I am here on YouTube, is to get some side income because I would love to be able to buy an acreage and have some land and be able to raise livestock and chickens and have a big, beautiful garden. And that way of life is just, I feel like it's calling me. And so I'm working really hard towards making that a reality for my family and I. Another thing about me is that I am not afraid to start new things as long as I can be behind a camera, right? And I don't have to do it in person. But I really do like trying new things. I am creative in the sense that I like to think of new opportunities and new things that I could be doing. And then I usually do have the motivation and the drive to start them and see what it's all about. Hence, me entering YouTube. Another thing is that I love coffee. I don't buy a lot of coffee. I make coffee at home. It's very simple. But I start my day with coffee every single day. And I don't even drink coffee for the caffeine or for the energy. I literally drink it because I genuinely love the taste of coffee. Regarding holidays, my least favorite holidays are Halloween and the 4th of July. I just have never liked them. I'm not really like a dress up type of person for Halloween. It's usually cold. I go trick or treating because the kids need to go trick or treating, but that's about it. I decorate for fall and Halloween because the kids like it, but it's definitely not my thing. The 4th of July, again, I participate for the kids, but I really don't like fire. And I think that a lot of people are very irresponsible around the 4th of July, and that scares me. But on the topic of holidays, my favorite holiday is Christmas. Just a few more left here. I was raised by a single mom, and I have one brother who is 7 years younger than me. And as I mentioned earlier, I have only met my dad twice in my life. He was not involved in any part of my life, and he was actually dropped off on the front steps of an orphanage over in Providence, Rhode Island, when he was just a couple days old by his biological mother. And the orphanage housed him and raised him until he was 5 years old, until my grandparents adopted him from the orphanage. So he spent his first few years in there. I never got any stories of how that was or how that affected him or anything like that because we were never close. But that is something that I think about a lot, having my own children now, like what it would be like to have your first years being grown up in something like that. And then also that brings me to another point of I have no family history from that entire side of my family. My grandparents worked really hard my dad's whole life to find his biological parents, and they were unsuccessful. Now you got to think this is in the 70s and 80s, when the technology wasn't there that we have today. If they would have been looking today, I'm sure that they would find something. But that is also something that is really dear to me, is looking into that and trying to connect with family on that side and kind of learn where I'm from and things like that, because I have no information at all. My dad has since passed, and actually his parents, my grandparents, who were involved in my life, they have since passed as well. And last but not least, we're going to end on a good note here. I love reading comments. I love answering questions. I love Q&As. I am okay with getting a little bit personal, with boundaries, of course. So I would love for you guys to ask any questions that you might have below about anything I've been talking about in this video or anything else, and I would love to respond to those, and we can chat in the comments. So that sums up the video for today. Those are 25 facts that you now know about me to get to know me. I just want to thank you so much for being here today. You could have clicked on any video, and here you are with me, and I am so grateful for that. Feel free to go ahead and check out my channel after you're done with this video. I've posted a couple other videos about plants and about my health journey. And of course, I would love for you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment so we can chat. And with that, I'll see you next time, friend.